Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Moggycraft. And today we are actually going to be working on the museum area. I know I said that last time as well, but unfortunately the music disc farm took up all of my time. So now we're actually gonna get into this floor and get things going. And I have already done a couple of things. I have placed down the displays, as you can see, and I have somewhat organized them. So I'm going to put probably a conduit or a heart of the sea in one of these next to the trident. I'm gonna have to think of what else to put there. These are all raid related. For example, the day 1 raid totem and ominous banner, and that's a head. But I actually have another idea for what I can do with heads. Also, yes, I did finish off the map. It's looking pretty big, isn't it? You can even see a village over here, Sandy's place over here, another village over here, and there are quite a few biomes on this map as well. You already know the desert, the jungle, spawn area, which is a plains, plus a bit of forest. That's, well, looking like a snow biome, but it really isn't. Mountain area. And over there we actually have an ice spikes biome. Over here, dark oak forest. I think there's like a taiga somewhere. Yeah, I think it's on this side somewhere. I'm not exactly sure anymore where, but yeah, definitely a lot of spots here. Anyway, back to the museum. We're gonna have a few valuables over here. For example, the 64 diamond blocks and the enchanted golden apple. And I'll have to think of what the third item will be here. Let's see over here. We have an axolotl in a bucket. So what I could do is maybe have a tadpole in a bucket and maybe, I don't know, puffer fish maybe? I'm not sure exactly. Over here we have a skull catalyst. I'll probably put a warden's head here. And for this one, not quite sure yet. I was thinking the music disc, but we already have the music disc over there, of course. So that's not gonna be it. Over here, end related stuff. Shulker box, banner, and a summon crystal. Speaking of which, we'll be using these soon. Because I do want to fight the dragon again soon, but not just for fighting the dragon. Consider this a little bit of a teaser to what's gonna come next. Maybe over here I could actually put our heads, so me, Jula, and Sunny. We'll have to see, because I'm not done with that yet. And over here we have some mob heads, the ones that are already in the game. So we have a zombie, a skeleton, and I'll probably put a creeper here. The reason I'm not going to have a wither skeleton skull is because, well, it's easier to get than these three. Because we're going to need a charged creeper to blow up, in this case a zombie, a skeleton, and, well, the one we still need, a creeper. So, I think that's all. Let's see if I actually have a Heart of the Sea, or if I'm gonna have to get myself a treasure map and look for one. I'm pretty sure I still have them. But let's go down here and check our storage. So I've gathered a couple of items, and I'm actually going to craft this thing, the Recovery Compass. And I think that's what we'll put in the museum as well. And you may notice that this head does not currently display Jula's face. I'm going to have to maybe sacrifice this head and give myself an actual good version, because unfortunately Jula is currently not able to join the server, so I'm gonna have to find a way around it. But for now, let's put our stuff away real quick. So let's take off all this stuff. Let's actually put it next to the bed. We're close, and, well, let's just hope that it actually gave us the head. It did. Alright. Well, rip levels, but I'm not too worried about levels, seeing as we have quite a few farms for XP. Now let's get our stuff back and put these things in the museum. So let's put in the heads right now. That's Sandy, that's me, and that's Jula. Alright. So then this is done, and we can move on to putting the rest in. So let's just grab all of this, recovery compass, and the warden's head. Bucket of pufferfish, a beacon, conduit, and maybe over here we can put a sponge or a guardian head. The guardian head might actually be nicer, I think. So let's go and look for that head. I should have it, so let's see if it's in one of these shulker boxes. Yes, here it is. I also forgot about the bucket with a tadpole and Elder Guardian head. Alright, now the only thing we still need is the creeper head, but I'm not going to be able to just make it thunder. And even if I did, it's gonna be tricky to get the head, so I'm probably gonna save that for later. Let's actually finish off this museum. Now, the last thing I wanted to do was have a bit of a diorama of something that happened, and I've decided on using this area for that. And, well, you'll see what I'm going to make here. So the diorama that we'll be making is of the end fight. So let's actually remove some of the grass over here and replace it with end stone. Alright, that's the end island done. Now we're gonna have to make the portal that brings you back to spawn, or the pillar that the dragon usually perches on. We don't have bedrock, of course, so we're gonna do this with cobbled deep slate. And immediately I'm noticing that this is a bit bigger than I expected it to be. Let's maybe pull it back a little bit. What I could do is maybe only show half of it. So what I'll do is I'll have the center here, and then let's go over here, this, and this. Alright, I think this will do. Alright. And let's actually put a bit of a portal in place by using some carpets. Yeah, we are going to need a few more carpets, of course. Alright. And with that, let's get the dragon egg up here. Alright. Very nice. What could also be nice is if we put ender chests underneath this carpet to make it look a bit more magical, but this will do for now. Let's also put a torch there, because there are of course torches here on the end portal. Alright. Now I am going to also put some pillars here. Just not as big as the actual ones on the island. So maybe I should actually make this portal also a bit smaller. Instead of having it this wide, I can simply make it this big. I think it will still give the idea of this being the end portal, especially with the dragon egg on top. Alright, yeah, I think that looks fine, pretty good. Now, I am not going to add in the end crystals, maybe, at least not yet, because that's quite a risky thing, of course. If, for example, a skeleton comes by or a creeper and it blows up, that's gonna do a lot of damage, so maybe not the best idea, but we'll see if we get to doing that. Now what I want to do is actually put in a few armor stands, which I don't have yet, but you'll see soon enough what I want to do with that. Maybe I'll just do the dragon first. So I got some armor stands, so now I can work on the enderman and the players as well as the dragon. So, yep, let's first make the dragon maybe. And we'll go up here and put the head on here. Let's see, add some buttons for decoration. And then we need to put some string in. So let's see. We need carpets again. And yes, this is how we're gonna make the dragon. Very nice, I think. Yeah. Okay, that looks pretty good. Yeah, it's not nothing special to be honest. Let's add in one string here and nah, I think without this it will be fine. These are the Endermen, alright. Now we're gonna have Sandy over here, aiming towards the dragon, alright. We're gonna have Jula over here and myself over here and maybe Akos over. Nah, let's not hide Akos that much, of course. Let's put him over here. Okay, and I'm gonna put an armor stand over here as well. I think that, yeah, maybe over here. This one armor stand is just gonna hold up an arrow, showing that Sandy is shooting an arrow at the dragon. Alright, let's actually get some heads right now and some armor. 1, 2, 3 black and some diamond and probably iron armor. Yes, that sounds good. And now it's time we use the magic book of magicness and let's show arms for all of these so we can actually put items in their hands as well. Also, let's not forget we need to remove the base plate, so let's also do that immediately. Let's actually do that before we do anything else. And there we have it. I think it turned out really nice. And of course, I have also added Bori to the fight. Yeah, she was mostly outside of the end, however. Once again, sorry, Bori. Probably should have seen that message in chat, but oh well. Yeah, I did include you here, so yay, you're here as well. And of course, you see the main stuff that has been going on in the end. For example, Jula getting killed by the Enderman, his first death. That led to a couple of more deaths for him. And of course, the main part of the entire battle, Sandy killing the dragon with an arrow while it's mid-flight. Very nice. And yeah, so for some reason, Jula's head is not showing. Akos's head is an Alex head and Bori's head as well. But okay, well, nothing I can do about that. Hopefully Jula is able to come back soon and I'll definitely kill him when he does. Because I need his head. Now, you may think that this is all the armor stand stuff for today. Well, it's really not. It's quite the opposite actually, because I want to do a lot more. And it all has to do with these item frames right here that have a head in them. Why not just put the head inside of here on full on display? Well, let's go do that. Okay, so let's place the armor stand on top of here. Put the warden's head on it. And now we're gonna have to lower it with this thing. But we're gonna have to apply gravity no, first of all. Then we're gonna have to lower it. So let's see by how much I actually need to lower it. This is going to take a couple of attempts. Let's see. Okay. It's getting close. And yes, I think this is the right height. So let's apply gravity. No. Stand visible. No. Okay. And now it looks like we actually have the warden's head inside of here. Very nice. Now let's do that with everything else we have. So we don't have any heads here, nor do we have any over here. But we do have one over here, and that's for the pillager. So let's remove the item frame and do the exact same thing we just did. So put the pillager head on, and I believe I'm gonna have to click it 4 times. Let's see, apply gravity, no. That's an important one to tick first. Alright, and that was the last one. And again, Jula's head is just not rendering in. Not sure what the issue is with that. But as you can see, we also have the Elder Guardian there. And yes, I think those were all the heads that we have. So now what we can do is maybe decorate this entire place just a little bit more. As you can see, I've already placed on the flowers. But I'm not just talking about this kind of decorating. I'm also talking about maybe just adding a little bit more in here. Definitely add, of course, a jukebox here, maybe some speakers or some kind of stuff that kind of represents music and stuff like that. So let's start by placing down a jukebox, and let's see what we can do with this. So maybe I'll add in slabs over here, and yeah, let's just make a little bit of a table here. Okay, then add in giant speakers over here. Alright, maybe actually let's hold on. Alright, that's already looking quite nice. Maybe it would be nice to also have parrots here, because when you play the music, they will just dance along with it. So I've not yet checked this out myself in creative or anything. This is literally just what I came up with. And I'm curious to see if it actually is going to look good. So let's get some chains. Okay. Diamond block. Alright. And now the glow lighting. Okay. Do we like it? It's supposed to be a disco ball, by the way. Not sure exactly. Maybe it's also hanging one too low. Maybe let's rise it up a bit. Like, I'm not sure about the design either, because it really just looks like a diamond block that's covered up. I mean, it kind of looks like a broken disco ball if you ask me. Maybe with an iron block it may look better. I really don't know, but one way to find out. So with that music area done, it's time to move on to the goat horns. And I have gathered some calcite, stone and andesite as well as some snow, because goats spawn in mountainous areas, and I think this might be a nice palette for a kind of somewhat mountainous area within my base. Of course, not too big. So let's just start adding stuff. Let's not think too much about it. Let's also not create spawning spaces. So as we do need some light sources, I have gone for the soul lanterns, as they first of all blend in quite nicely with the snow, and also because they do give off light, but not enough heat to actually melt the snow. As you can see, the snow layer is quite right next to it and doesn't melt. So that's one of the reasons I went for this. I almost said snow lanterns, but these are the soul lanterns. And as I mentioned in the last episode, boom, goat head right over there. So this is the design I have come up with, and how it relates to a map, I honestly have no idea. But I quite like this block palette, and I shall now approve of this area as finished. And it's quite nice that it's very different from every other side of this place. Now, what I want to do next, of course before I start putting in the greenery, I want to do one more thing, and that is actually with something I left you guys on a cliffhanger with in the last episode. As you can see, a day 1 raid. I wanted to display that a little bit better. And I think I have found the perfect way to do that. So we'll get an armor stand. And let's make it, let's see, apply gravity, no. Alright. And then display name, yes. Now, it doesn't have a name yet except for armor stand, so let's actually give it a name. First day raid, okay. Then, we'll put it a bit higher up. Okay, and let's nudge it in that direction. And just like that, we have a name displayed above the 3 items. And we're gonna do that for all of these. So next up is the ocean. So let's grab a name tag and name it Oceanic Rewards. And just like that, above every case there's a display of what theme it is. So we have Moggycrafters, mob heads, the end rewards, deep dark rewards. Here we have mobs in a bucket, valuables, and you already know first day raid and the oceanic rewards. Alright, that's done. I can remove these anvils, take them back to the enchanting setup, and start putting in a path and some nice bushes and greenery and all those nice things. And with that final touch of greenery, this place is now, well, I'd say completed. Of course, we still need to find or gather the 4 other goat horns, as well as a creeper head and the last music disc. But other than that, I think we have everything that I wanted to collect. Let's go one more round over here. Take in the beauty of this place. Yep. I'm very happy with this place, and with that I would say this floor is now done. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode, and if you did, be sure to hit the like button, consider subscribing to the channel, and ring the bell to get notified of when new videos go live. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye. Okay. Yeah, let's maybe listen to some music today. Sure, let's go for cat. Okay.
Hello? Hello? Is there anyone there? I think I have reached the right time in universal space, so Mitch, if you are there, then listen to me very carefully. This is Dark Light from the Timekeepers, and your New Year's mistake is far from over. Those glitches you think are reaching far are far from over, and will only get worse from here. The time flames, they are on their way, and they will devour your universe if you're not prepared. So I hope you can hear me, because what I'm about to tell you is very important. Do not understand me. Do not Mr. Pop. Listen to Max when you're on the ship, okay? Otherwise you'll be